Our channel always brings you the hottest developments, in-depth analysis, and the most surprising twists of the movie Beyond the Gates, where each episode is not just a story, but also a series of overlapping secrets, intertwined relationships, and intrigues that make the audience unable to take their eyes off. We are committed to taking you through every hidden corner of Fairmont Crest, from the fragile peaceful moments to the sudden storms, from the sparkling lights of lavish parties to the cold, deserted streets hiding dark secrets. And in the episode aired on August 15, 2025, that panorama is once again disturbed by seemingly unrelated events that lead to the same dangerous intersection. At the beginning of the episode, the tense atmosphere covers the hospital where Madison and Ashley are fighting to save Allison's life. Everything happened quickly but with pressure. Each heart monitor beeped loudly in the white room. The cold light reflected on Madison's sweaty face as she tried to direct the nurses to coordinate each step. Ashley stood close to the hospital bed, her eyes red, but she did not let herself collapse, because more than anyone, she understood that every passing second was the fragile boundary between life and death. Outside the emergency room door, the atmosphere was thick with anxiety and suspicion, because no one really knew what had caused Allison to fall into such a critical condition. While all the attention was on the hospital, in Fairmont Crest, another story was quietly forming. Nicole. After long days of enduring the pressure from her broken marriage and the surrounding rumors, decided to leave home late at night to find some peace. She drove slowly through the deserted streets, the headlights cutting through the thick fog, leading her to the park near the lake, which was usually a place for the residents of the villa to relax, but tonight it was unusually gloomy. The closer she got, the faster her heart beat when she realized it was a phone with the screen still on, floating on the cold water. Bending down, Nicole was shocked to see that it was Danny's phone. The screen clearly showed an unsent message, each word appearing like a hasty cry for help, mentioning a name that made Nicole freeze, Jan. This name immediately opened up a series of questions and doubts. Jan, who was known as Ashley's tough, strict, yet protective mother, why did she appear in Danny's plea for help? Did Jan know something about Danny's temporary disappearance in the past few days? Or worse, was she the one behind it all? And if so, was this the real reason why Andre and Danny broke up? Not just because of emotional misunderstandings as everyone thought? Nicole stood by the lake, her hands shaking with cold and shock, clutching her wet phone. She knew that this discovery was not just a clue, but could be the key to unlocking the entire buried secret. Meanwhile, in another corner of Fairmont Crest, Andre was drowning in the pain of losing Danny and the emptiness as all hope of reconciliation was lost. Ted, who has just received divorce papers from Nicole, is no better off. To Jan's sudden appearance in a distress message, to the simmering tensions between the characters, begins to connect ominously. She knows that what's about to happen isn't just a personal conflict, but could be a chain of events that exposes Fairmont Crest's darkest secrets. The episode ends with Nicole driving away from the lake, Danny's phone on the seat next to her, the screen dimming but still dripping with water. The audience knows for sure that this is just the calm before the storm, and what lies ahead will be far more dangerous, unexpected, and cruel. Far more dangerous, unexpected, and cruel.